Alright everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today we have a little bit of a treat. Today we are doing island hopping in the Caribbean. So excited to do this one, can't wait to do this one. The first couple of flights are going to be interesting, especially the first leg. It's only a 12-minute hop and we're going from St. Martin to St. Bartholomew. Only 12 minutes, but it's a very interesting approach, and you'll see why. I'm not going to spoil it. If you are familiar with St. Bartholomew, then you will know what I am talking about. But without further ado, excuse me, everything is set up in the cockpit already. The only thing we have to do is hop inside and start the engines and get us rolling. I already programmed the flight plan into the Garmin G1000 unit in there, or maybe it's not a G1000, I think it might be like a 550 and a 450, but anyways, we already have that all populated with our flight plan. The only thing left to do, like I said, is to go inside, configure the airplane for flight, and get to St. Bartholomew. So let's get out of our drone camera here in front of the airplane and let's hop inside the cockpit and get the airplane ready to go. And of course, this pesky little power truck came and parked right in front of me. Never fails. Alright. Let's get the airplane ready to go. We're just going to hide our yoke really quickly. Let's turn our vent fan on for everybody to give them some air. Let's come up top. We need to let them know that we're going to be starting the airplane shortly, so we're going to turn our anti-collision lights into the on position. No seatbelt, no smoking, and fasten seatbelt signs are both on. We'll turn the flight compartment light on as well. Fetal heat comes on. Everything else is looking good there. Our propellers need to come full forward. Our propeller trims need to come full forward. There we go. As we get ready to start the airplane, we need to come down here as well, and we need to turn the boost pumps on. But before we even think about doing that, we need to close our doors and get everybody out of the way that is standing outside. So we'll just go back outside real quick and we will get the aft door closed along with the cargo door closed. No need for those to be open anymore. Now we can step back inside the cockpit because we can close our door directly from the inside. So, alright, our door is now closed, so we are ready to start. We're going to turn both our boost pumps into the on position. We need that fuel power to get into the engines of these turboprops, and we are going to start the right engine first, so let's give her a start. Alright, engine number 2 has come to life. Step back inside, we will start engine number 1 now. We still got a cargo door open. Whoopsie. How'd those get open? We definitely closed those. Either way, our run-up is currently going on, and I think it's time to bring the engines back down. I think we are all set to go, so we're going to come up here. We are going to turn on our taxi lights. We are going to get our flaps down to position 20. Take a look at the views of the airplane before we leave. We got this view right here, right behind engine number 1. We have this view here to our right. There go the flaps coming down. And then we have a view over our nose. So let's get on out of here. We are going to release the parking brake. There we go. We should start rolling on our own. There she goes. Sharp left turn here. Full nose wheel tilt. Go get to runway 10 for our departure out of Princess Juliana. Our first stop, as mentioned, is St. Bartholomew. This landing is going to be very, very hairy, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get there. The first flight is only 12 minutes, so there's going to be no need for me to use autopilot. Hello, Mom. Thank you for joining. As always, quite the cool little airplane. Our Win Air DH6 Twin Otter. Taxiing through Princess Juliana. Take a right-hand turn here. No other airplanes here today. We seem to be the only ones. That classic control tower right there with the dome. Now, I have experienced this airport before in person. Now, I haven't flown in or out of here in person, but the beach right in front of us and right in front of runway 10, or behind runway 10 rather, I have been on, and it's a truly, truly crazy experience. Of course, wouldn't miss it. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for always being here. Almost at our departure runway, and there's a famous bar. Actually, we can use head tracking now. Can't we? Yes, we can. That's what I planned on doing. I'll get the head tracking once we hold short of the runway up here, which we are going to do. Okay, just gonna hold short here. Come on now, parking brake there. Just gonna hold short here real quick while I get the head tracking enabled. There we go, head tracking should be enabled now, so let's turn it on. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Windsock is blowing there, so it looks like we're taking off into the wind, which is good. Let's release our parking brake. Bring our yoke back up. Release our parking brake. And let's get out of St. Martin, Princess Juliana, and let's head towards St. Bartholomew, everybody. As we look forward on the beach there, we can see some patrons. Some patrons on the beach. It's exactly where I was when I was here. An absolutely crazy experience. Alright, let's get turned onto the runway once more, or right away here, and we are going to hold short again. We gotta come up here, we gotta get our landing lights turned on. Now we are good to go. Flaps, just make sure our flaps are at 20 degrees, which they are. Alright everybody, let's go to St. Bartholomew. Engine power is coming forward. Alright, and rotate. Alright, we are airborne. Does not take much for this airplane to get off the ground, and we are on our way to St. Bartholomew. Checking out the beautiful water, look at that, on our way up. This airplane is such a forgiving airplane to fly as well, so we're going to start our right-hand turn immediately to clear the airport. Little bumpy as usual in these smaller airplanes. The bumps can be quite crazy, but we'll climb right out of that very quickly. Alright, and heading towards our first destination, which is St. Bartholomew. Flaps are going to come full forward. We don't need those anymore. And let's pick up some speed. We're going to climb to 2,000 feet here. I'm not going to use the autopilot. I'm going to be hand flying the airplane the whole way. No need to use the autopilot here. Said this flight does not take long at all. Oops. Keep left here going towards St. Bartholomew. Let's level off the airplane now. Now that we are up to 2,000 feet. There is St. Bart's right in front of us, right there. That's the island we're looking for. So awesome, yes it really is. This is such an amazing place to fly. Especially little island hoppers like this. In the Twin Otter. This is based off real-world routing, so Winair actually does operate the Twin Otter to St. Bartholomew on a daily basis, because you can either take a couple-hour ferry ride, or you can take a 20-minute or 12-minute airplane ride, and it's only about $65 per person. We're coming up on it really quickly here already. This airplane does go quickly too. We're pushing 160 knots right now, so pretty quick for a twin engine turboprop such as this. Check out some passenger views. Looking pretty cool. Excuse me. There's St. Bart's right in front of us right here. We're already going to start slowing down. Now wait until you see this landing, man. This one is very, very interesting. That's all I'm going to say about it. The amount of skill that it takes a pilot to do this is just absolutely nuts. Again, slowing down the airplane some more. Getting bumped around a little bit by turbulence. Excuse me. Alright. Start turning left now as we get closer to St. Bartholomew. Beautiful flying conditions, about 84 degrees here in the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you prefer to pronounce it, currently. Now let's go ahead and level off. Heading straight for the runway at St. Bart's. Like I said, this one's a doozy. If you're not familiar with it, it's been famous airport, one of the world's most dangerous, just like Princess Juliana is always, which is the airport we just left from, is always on that list of most extreme airports. Like I said, I've been to it in person, and it's very surreal experience. Turn down the game volume a little bit for everyone. This airplane is pretty loud, so... Alright, we are approaching the island now. Alright, let me just zoom in, make sure we are heading towards the right area, which we are. The runway's nestled right in here, if you've never seen a St. Bartholomew approach before. So we're going to start pulling the power back even more. Wait until you see this, everybody. This is real life. They do this flight in real life every single day in this exact airplane. And the pilots that do this are extremely talented. That's all I'm going to say about them. Alright, slowing down a little bit more. You hear the engine power coming back pretty extremely there, which means some flap is going to go on. Alright, everybody. Enjoy the arrival into St. Bartholomew. We might have to initiate a go-around if I don't get this lined up on the first shot, but we'll see. Connection lost. Oh, good God. Of course that would happen, right? Alright, here we go, everybody. Like I mentioned, our runway is nestled right in there. Successfully connected. Well, alright. Alright, here's where it gets a little dicey, everybody. There's our runway, yep. Right in front of us. Get ready for this. Thank you for the luck. Quick course correction here. Alright, lower the power, going a bit too quick. Alright, just as we go over the roadway here, we gotta dip down just like so.
20, seat rate, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa. Come on, get down, baby, come on. Oh. Alright. St. Bart's. Success. My goodness. That's exactly how that's done in real life too. What a scary ride, but regardless, we made it, so welcome to St. Bart's, everybody. A nice cruise ship out there in front of us. A couple other ships make a nice wide turn. Get the plane turned around on the runway. All right. Welcome to St. Bart's. All right, landing lights can come off. Wowzers. Thank you. Really appreciate that. This one's always really interesting to fly into, for sure. First island hop is complete here in St. Bartholomew. We're just taxiing down the runway here to unload our first set of passengers. First stop, St. Bart's. Gonna pull right in front of the little terminal there. You see a couple other twin otters in front of us. Awesome little vacation spot here. Alright, so we're gonna park right here. Alright, look down below, get our parking brake pulled, come up top, and get our fuel switches to cut off. Alright, St. Bartholomew, the first stop on our trip here. Wait for the engines to come down. We didn't put our flaps up. That's no big deal. We'll leave them exactly where they are. How crazy was that, huh? That's such a crazy approach to such a small airport. But let's get down over here. We can open up our door, and we can climb on down. Pretend to at least, and get back outside. And let's play our pilot duties and walk up to this door and get everybody out. Oops, not the flight assistant. There we go. Let everybody out of here. Let's come over here. Let's get behind. Holy cow. Hey guys, how are you? But get our cargo doors open so everybody can get their luggage. And we're just going to come hang out over here and wait for everybody to deplane. But my goodness, yeah, I mean, we can walk around and go view the airport really quickly. Oops. Get our height adjusted here. So yeah, we have a couple other airplanes over here. This is another Twin Otter, just like the plane we're just in. Another Win Air. It looks like their newer version, their newest paint job of the Twin Otter. You made it look easy? Oh, thank you. I guarantee you it was very stressful. Coming over here, we have a, looks like a Beechcraft King Air twin turboprop, a lot bigger airplane than the Twin Otter. I believe holds a few more passengers. But if we go explore over here, and we can go take a look at where we just landed, which is this. Now, I haven't been to this airport in real life, but if we come on up here and just go adventure out over the grass, hopefully no one gets mad at us. If we come out over here, now this is an actual roadway in person in a nice little square right here. There's not many roads, not many cars driving around on the roads right now, but I guarantee you there's plenty, so in real life. So this is just a crazy, crazy approach here to St. Bartholomew, and this is where that hill that we flew right over was that right there to our landing spot. And luckily the Twin Otter is able to do it so well just because of how nicely it handles and how light it is. We're gonna see if we can turn on some more cars here on the road. Traffic, cars, road vehicles. Let's turn these up a little bit. I feel like there's no road vehicles over here, even though there should be. Should be some cars driving around, but we're not. I'm not gonna say, oh, here comes one. It just came up through the road. Okay, bye. All right. Really cool. Let's get on back to our airplane. Stop dilly-dallying, playing God right now, floating around. Alright, I think everybody should have had enough time to get out of the airplane by now, so we're going to start loading everybody else in, and we're going to jump back into the cockpit here of our de Havilland DH6 Twin Otter. So let's jump back inside, and we'll get ready to go and get out of here and get to our next destination. So we're going to close our door to get everything restarted. There we go. Turn the batteries back on. You can hear the air blowing again. We are good to go on that. So let's get up here. And let's close our cargo door as well as the aft door. There they go. Alright. So we need to get the airplane restarted, and then we're going to cut a hard right turn. And I think what we're going to probably have to end up doing is just plowing through this lady right here. I'm just sitting there, but she's kind of giving us no choice, but alright. Let's get the engine started again. We're going to start with the right-hand engine first. Hey babe, thank you for joining. Alright, engine number 2 is starting right up. There she goes, coming to life. Alright, engine number 1. Alright, started back up. Get a look outside, make sure everybody's cleared the airplane, which it looks like they have. Like I said, I'm gonna have to plow through this lady right in front of us and probably clip the ground power cart right there, but can't really control that when it comes to this game. They seem to put people wherever they want, unfortunately. But we should be good to go here. We're just gonna do a quick run up on the engines, bring them up to flight idle. Classic procedure of this airplane, do a quick run up. Alright, back to idle. We are good to go, so let's get our parking brakes disconnected. Let's get on our way out of here. Sorry lady, we are just gonna completely plow through you. We don't really have a choice here in this instance. Alright. But we get our head tracking turned back on. Excuse me. Alright, let's get out of St. Bart's, everybody. Next stop is Saba, I believe. Excuse me, everybody. I am sick, so you'll have to excuse my coughing. Alright, let's get lined up. The way we have to do the departure out of here is a little bit different. We get lined up here. We have to come down here and set our parking brake, turn our landing lights to the on position. We're going to come down here and just make sure that we know where we're going for our navigation. Got to follow that white line right out of here. We are going towards... We're going towards TNT, which I believe is Saba. Actually, yeah, Saba should be where we're going next, so... Alright, I think we're good to go. We'll go up here. We're going to get our flaps down to 20 degrees to help us out. So I think we should be all set to go. So we're going to release the parking brake, hold in our toe brakes, and give us nearly full power, and then release. So here we go. Power lever's moving forward. Alright, engines are stabilized, releasing the brake. Alright, and up we go. Perfect, nothing too hard. Look at the beautiful water below. We need to make a left-hand turn here. Look at that cruise ship. Making a complete left-hand turn. The beautiful water below. Alright, let's continue straight for a little while and get up over the mountainscape, and then we are going to turn. Get our flaps clean. A little bumpy. Start our other left-hand turn. Nice beach down below. Ooh. Getting bumped around just a little bit, but that's no worry. Careful on the bank angle there. Ooh, okay. All right. We're going to be a little bumpy as we fly over the island here. But that is to be expected. There's the airport we just took out from right there. Excellent. Easy peasy, oh yeah. Pretty fairly easy departure. On our way to Saba for the next leg of our trip. Ooh, man. We are getting blown around like you wouldn't believe. Like I said, still hand flying here. We should get out into smooth air once we come out from over the island and over the water. There we go, smoothing right on out now. There's our next island. You can already see it right in front of us. That is where we are headed. Let's get a look at our GPS. Alright. Alright, bring her up to 3,000 feet. And level off here. Head tracking comes off. We don't need that anymore. This one's going to be a little bit longer, a lot shorter than 12 minutes. This one's more like 22 minutes or so, so got a little bit of a longer one here, but not by much. All right. Get our yoke out of the way for now. Excuse me. Come on, man. All right, let's get our autopilot turned on. Get our heading mode turned on as well. And let's get our altitude 3,000 feet. All right, on our way to the next one. We get a preview of our VFR map here so we can see our flight plan. This is where we are going next. So you can see we started here. Well, we're coming around this way. Now we're coming around this way, looping back around and back to where we started. The classic island hops. This airport is much easier. Much, much easier than the previous. And we are absolutely booking it out here. What on earth is going on? We're like inside the wall. Alright, got that fixed. Let's hop over to the other side. Way in the back. Don't want to open this up mid-flight. If we wanted to, I'm suppose we could. Very, very nice. Already almost there. Let's grab our VFR map again just to make sure. Where is it? Here it is. Grab our VFR map again. We are still on track, so we're looking really, really good. Maybe bring it down now to 2,000 feet. I know. Really bumpy. Make a slight turn. Why is this doing this, man? All right. Descend a little bit more. Another 500 feet. Airport's going to be off to our right-hand side. Should be it right there. Yep, there she is. So we're going to take control ourselves at this point. No need for the autopilot to be on still. This is another beautiful approach. As we make our way in, let's just... There's the runway right there, okay. Alright, everybody enjoy this arrival as well. We're going to put some flaps down now. There's the runway right in front of us. Let's get this Twin Otter right into Saba. Full flap. Now I'm controlling this power lever, you can see right here, manually, to account for our speed. There's no... Oh man, we are very high all of a sudden. We're gonna have to force this baby down.
Sync rate. 5.
I know, sync rate, I know. Alright, here we go.
Sync rate. 150, 30, 20, 10.
Woo! Alright. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. But we did it. Holy cow. Thank God for those strong reverse thrusts on this airplane. Whew. Landing lights both come off now. Flaps come fully forward. Woo! Making me sweat on that one. Thank you, appreciate it. Alright. Again, we're going to repeat the same thing. We are going to turn right here, park right in front of the little terminal that they have, and deplane. Another Win airplane right there in front of us, so we're going to take this cut left and do a little spin around right over here and face straight. This is a helipad, but make a good turnaround point for us. All right. Very cool. Excuse me. All right, I think we're good right about here. Come down here, let's get our parking brake set. And our engines are going to have fuel shut off for both. Alright, what a flight into Saba. How crazy is that one as well, huh? Absolutely nuts. absolutely nuts. I just realized we still have our flight data up there. I'm actually going to turn the flight data off just because I don't really feel like we need it on this one, just because of how frequent of flights we're making, so that's just going to be turned off for now. But yes, welcome to Saba, everybody. Look at those solar panels on the hills there. We can go check everything out and go check out the scenery real quick and poke around here while we wait for everybody to get off the airplane. Speaking of which, we're going to come down here and we are going to get our vent fan off. There's no need for that to be on. And I think we can go ahead and even turn off the battery in general. No need for that anymore. Alright, let's step on out. Alright. Welcome, everybody. Let's get everyone out of the airplane first. Hope everybody enjoyed that flight, and hopefully that landing wasn't too sketchy for everyone. Get our aft doors open and our cargo doors open. Let our first officer take care of getting everybody off the plane. And let's go have a look around. Another Winair Twin Otter, just like ours, just different paint scheme. Very, very cool. But we're going to spin around and we're going to go take a look at this cliff over here because there's some really nice views on this cliff as you get closer to the edge of the runway. And you'll see what you're facing if you go off the end. Excuse me. If you didn't make it and ended up going off the end of the runway, this is what you would meet. Yeah. Not really the most fun. I would rather not. But so very cool. There is St. Bartholomew out there where we just came from, off in the distance, and out there even further to the left is St. Martin, which is where we had first taken off from. So cool. What a cool experience. I mean, we could even go out here and go take a look at the terminal area. See what we have going on. Looks like they have a very nice airport fire truck here. Very cool. With a tree merged inside of it somehow. Saba. There we are. Nice bus. We go inside the bus? Nope. You can't go inside the bus. But we have a nice little airport, nice little terminal over here. We can go take a look inside the control tower and see what they got going on in there. It's not going to be modeled, of course, but we can get their point of view regardless. Very cool. Continuing on, we can go get a look at these solar panels. Collecting electricity for the island. Alright, let's head on back to our airplane. Go talk to a couple of our coworkers over here. Hey guys. Working hard or hardly working, you know what I'm saying? Mind if I join the old conversation here? Oh, hey, what's up? Looks like you're a pilot. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in the plane? Grounds crewman, hey, how you doing? The other Twin Otter. Very, very cool. Alright, let's get back to our airplane now. Let's hop back inside. We got some work to do. Alright. Alright, now that we're back inside the cockpit, let's jump back outside here, and I think it's safe to say that we can be good to go, so let's just see what direction we need to take off here. Like I said, we're not using any air traffic control, so I'm not going to worry about any of this at the moment. So let's open our VFR map up, and now we are heading towards Bradshaw International Airport. This one's a little bit of a long one, so we're just going to take off right out of Saba in the direction that we landed. So we're gonna come down this. We're gonna come down this way, spin around, and come right back out the other direction. So let's get our doors closed up. Everyone else is boarded and ready to go. Get back in the cockpit. Let's close our door. Come up top, get our battery and DC selector switches on. There we go. You can hear everything coming to life there. Fuel pumps are both in the on position. We both have fuel pressure in both the tanks, which is good. This is all looking good as well. Get our air pressure reset. Alright, let's start the engines. Engine right hand side. Give the engine fuel. Alright, sounds like we got a good start of the right-hand engine. Let's go ahead and start the left. Excellent. We got 2 engines started. Again, we're going to do the same run-up. Alright, that's good. Alright, we should be good to go, everybody, to get on out of Saba. Let's get our head tracking turned back on, get ourselves adjusted in our seat. Alright, let's come down here. We can get our yoke back in. Let's get our parking brake off. We should start rolling here. And let's get out of Saba on our way to Bradshaw International. So, come on, airplane, start rolling for us now. Alright, we're rolling. Say goodbye, everybody, to Saba for now. We will be returning and we will be making flights like these. Maybe different airplane as well. Change things up a little bit. Gotta get our flap down to 20 for us. Make this left-hand turn onto the runway. Very cool indeed. Alright, we gotta continue on down the runway here, like you said, until we reach our turnaround spot. Alright, here's our turnaround spot. We're going to start the turn to the right-hand side right here. Just make sure we can make it. There we go. Using the yoke to turn us here on those tight turns, just because the nose wheel access isn't very far on the yoke itself, but oh well. Alright, landing lights are going to come on. We're going to do the same procedure. Power is going to come full forward, and then we're going to release the brakes. So power is coming up. Engines are stabilized, releasing the brakes. Alright, and up we go. Whoa, whoa, windy, windy, windy. Alright, but no big deal. We got up and out with no problem. Continuing on now, our journeys. Basically a straight out path from here to our next destination. We can already bring our flaps completely backwards. Like so. Let's get on out of here. On to Bradshaw International. We're gonna fly by this island right in front of us here. Let's climb a little higher for this one. We're gonna go up to about 4,000 on this flight. It's a little bit longer. Our last leg is the longest flight, coming in, I believe, at about 20 minutes, so... This one's around the same. I believe this one's about 22 minutes as well, so... Hang in tight for this one, everybody. Alright, I'm going to set the autopilot for this one. Let's come down here. Let's get our yoke out of the way. And let's get our heading bug selected to match our heading. There we go. Let's get our altitude plugged in. We're going to go up to 4,000 for this one, like we said. So there that goes. So let's get the autopilot turned on. Alright, excellent. Away we go. Turn the volume down, we'll get a view of outside, and we'll turn on some tunes. All right. Like I said, we're going to fly right over this island here. We're actually going to go to the right of it, so I'm just going to change our course just a little bit. Get a few degrees to the right, just so we won't be dealing with all of that turbulence when we are flying over, because that's just not going to be fun. And get our climb up a little more here. All right, beautiful. And I believe this airport, the island, this is called St. Kitts, if I'm not incorrect. Yep, St. Kitts, that's where we're going next. Absolutely gorgeous weather here in the Caribbean today. 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 knots coming in from a heading of 70 degrees. Great visibility, scattered clouds at 1800. Absolutely gorgeous weather for flying. got lucky with this one. Let's pop up our VFR map and let's see exactly how much farther we have. Like I said, we're just gonna fly by this island right here, and then we're going right in to Bradshaw, and then this is our longest leg. This magenta line right here is our longest flight back to St. Martin, and then that's gonna do it for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Probably only like an hour and 45-minute stream. Just absolutely so cool. Passing by our island right there. Heading back outside. This is where we're going. This is the island of St. Kitts. Let's jump back inside the cockpit and just make sure that we are still on track. Which it looks like we are still doing really well. Still have plenty of fuel quantity here, so that's not an issue. Always got to make sure you're doing well on the fuel amount. At 4,000 feet, cruising around at about 167 knots. So this is the moment in the day where I always like to remind everybody to please like and share the stream, as well as hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for the channel. We are at 16 subscribers of our 25 subscriber goal, which I'd like to meet by August the 1st. So if you haven't already, like I said, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Give the channel a like as well so you can see more cool flights like this. Really appreciate everybody who subscribed so far. You're beautiful and wonderful. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Almost to Bradshaw International Airport in St. Kitts in the Twin Otter by Aerosoft. Absolutely unbelievable airplane. This does have a different sound pack associated with it, though, in case anyone's wondering. These are not the default sounds that the airplane comes with. I downloaded an extra pack just because I wasn't really too happy with the ones that the airplane come with, just because they sounded a little weird. So I went ahead and I upgraded for a couple bucks. Legit, it was only a couple dollars. So we're gonna get our altitude selected back down. We're already gonna go down to 2,500 feet. And let's get us down here. Autopilot is really taking us down sharply here. This is the second time I've ever flown the Twin Otter by Aerosoft, by the way, so if anybody sees anything inaccurate that I'm doing, I apologize. It's not being done purposefully, it's just I'm flying how I know and what I know so far, so again, apologies if anybody disagrees with the way I do things. This is the second to last leg on the island hopping adventure today, going out through the Caribbean. Just a quick stream today, not quite as long as we're usually used to seeing me stream for, but that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is our regularly scheduled stream at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're in Spirit Airlines tomorrow, and we will be in Florida. Going Fort Lauderdale to Tampa International, and then Tampa back to Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, starting at 5:30 in a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo. Looking forward to that one. The Airbus is always a joy. Alright, looking really good. Adjust our heading just a tad bit. You better come see me, absolutely. You know, if I would, I could. Or if I could, I would, rather. Okay, I'm going to turn head tracking back on now, everybody. Because we are about ready to come in shortly to Bradshaw International. Let's get our map down here zoomed out a little bit so we can see what we're doing. Looking really good. We can get our virtual speed down now to come on, man. We'll go down to 1500. Or not. Down to 1500 feet. There we go. Whoa, what is going on? Holy cow. What on earth? Don't know why we were turning all of a sudden, but that happened. I must have done something wrong. So many controls, I know it. Alright, get the autopilot out of here. Clearly something happened there that wasn't supposed to. So we can descend manually. Turn the power back just a little bit. As we start our descent towards Bradshaw International. Yeah, there's a lot of controls. I mean, there we have our artificial horizon still. We have our airspeed indicator, our magnetic compass, our regular compass, our vertical speed indicator, our altitude, radar altimeter, radio navigation, all of our engine instruments, oil pressure, oil temperature, prop RPM, prop torque, engine RPM, everything you need there, oil temperature. Repeat of the same instruments on the other side. Then above the overhead, we have a lot of doohickeys as well. Excuse me. Alright, level off at 1500. There's the airport right there off to our left, so we're gonna start slowing down. Making a left-hand turn now to turn onto towards the runway. There she is, right in front of us there. Imagine Amelia's plane. Uh-oh. Yep, she was in a Electra, if I am correct. By Lockheed. Might be wrong on that. Flaps. Alright, here we go, everybody. Really bumpy here. Whoa. Nothing we can't handle, though. Coming in for our third landing of the afternoon already.
500.
Holy moly. Bumped around like you wouldn't believe. Oof, man.
Better bumps.
Oof. One thing I love about these small airplanes, even when there is a little bit of wind, they don't seem to care. Adjusting the power a little bit. Let us descend. Power coming back up.
100.
Alright.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. Welcome to Bradshaw International, everybody. What a awesomely smooth landing to get us down here in St. Kitts. Going to get ready for our last stop. Now our last stop is back to Princess Juliana International, which is where we took off from. Get back to where we were. We're doing all the island hops. We only missed one, and that's just because it was kind of really short, and you know, I decided just not to do that one. But alright, flaps are going to come fully forward. Our landing lights can come off now. A lot of wide open space here in St. Kitts. Not a lot to see at this airport. Doesn't look like they really have it modeled that well. They're probably going to get to this eventually in one of the next updates coming up. Like, not even a single other airplane is parked over here, or is that some down here that we can see? Nope, no other airplanes. We're the only airplane here. I don't mind that. And look at, even a bus is waiting to take our passengers away. Let's go get parked in front of this bus over here. Excellent landing as usual, thank you. We're gonna stop right here. There's our bus that's gonna take our passengers to their next destination now that they're in St. Kitts. Probably an island tour, or perhaps to one of the beaches or a hotel. Where exactly, I'm not sure. Alright, got our stop there. Parking brake. Head tracking coming off. Alright, excellent. Welcome to St. Kitts, everybody, in Bradshaw International Airport. Very, very nice arrival. And we are going to come down here. We're going to get our door open. There we go. We are going to turn off the battery just for now. And we are going to... No, no, wait, bus, where are you going? Don't leave everyone behind. Get our cargo doors open and our rear exits open for everybody to exit the airplane and so we can get reboarded. But while we're waiting for that, I'm actually going to go take a look at the settings because something doesn't quite look right here. Everything is on. Just for whatever reason, it looks like the terrain just really... level of detail on it there is kind of lacking, but maybe it's just me. I'm thinking I probably didn't download an update for this area that I should have. This is why like this airport isn't really modeled that great currently. But I'll take a look into that the next time we come over here. Princess Juliana's modeled perfectly, but that's a pay-where scenery. I paid for that little extra add-on. We're not going to do a little tour. We're just going to kind of sit here for a moment and just pretend that our passengers are deboarding and new passengers are coming on to take us on our last leg of this trip to St. Martin. I just realized I never turned the music off or anything. Wow. My bad, everybody. My bad. So how's everybody's Sunday afternoon going so far? I hope you're all having a great weekend. Alright, looks like he may have collected our passengers, so it looks like he's going to take off, or is he just going to spin around and face the opposite direction? Oh no, he's leaving for good. Bye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Not sure where he's going, but he's a man on a mission. Goodbye. Wait for our next set of passengers to get on. It doesn't take them long. Maybe our pilot can take a little break. Goodbye, bus. A lot of cleaning done so far. Good. I have a few things I need to do after stream as well. I need to make a couple trips downstairs. Take care of some things. Finally got some medicine for the little head cold that we're dealing with here, so I've been using that and trying to recover. Doing a lot better today, at least I think. But alright, we're going to jump back inside the cockpit. We're going to pretend that everybody else is already loaded, so we are going to close the cargo compartments and close the cargo doors. We are going to jump back in, close our door, turn head tracking back on. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's get the airplane powered back up. This is going to come down to master. This is going to come down to battery. There it goes. Come down here. We're going to get the ventilation fan turned on for everybody to get some air in here. Alright. We should be good to start her up already. Bus didn't go far. No, it did not. That's it. That's the tour. No other tours. No other stops. Alright, we're going to come over here. We're going to get engine, the left-hand engine started first this time around. Glad you're taking medicine. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Yes, medicine was much needed. Alright, sounds like we got a good start up. We're going to get the left-hand side started now as well. Engine. There it goes. While she's firing up, let's grab a look at our VFR map. We're going to take straight off, same runway we came into, go out over the ocean here, and cut a left out and head straight back to St. Martin. Here we go. Get back inside the cockpit. Alright, very usual engine run up. Check our instruments, make sure everything looks okay. Alright, everything's looking good. Come back to idle. Alright. Let's get on out of here and let's get back to Princess Juliana for the final leg of our journey. We're going to get our parking brake disengaged down here. Our yoke can come back up. Let's get out of here, everybody. Let's go back to St. Martin where we started. Right-hand turn, sharp right-hand turn here. Go. Flaps are going to come to 20 degrees. Not hearing you well. That's weird. I haven't changed at all. Is that better? We don't need the full runway here in St. Kitts, so we're just going to take this first entrance to our runway here and get on out of here. We're going to take a sharp right-hand turn. Landing lights are both going to come on. Alright, let's get out of here, everybody. Let's go back to St. Martin. You can hear the plane really well. Yep, let me turn it down. There we go. Alright, everybody, we can get on out of here. Same thing, holding the brakes, power coming up to full. Alright, releasing the brakes. Alright, and up we go. Very, very nice indeed. Let's keep our runway heading, get the good altitude for our climb out here, and get out over the ocean so we won't be continue to get shaken up here. Well, you got a little lagoon down there, it looks like. That's cool. Very nice looking water indeed over here in the Caribbean. If you've never experienced the water in the Caribbean, whether it be the Eastern Caribbean or the Western, it's all absolutely gorgeous. Alright, we get a turn going here now that we are out over the water. Nice beach view. Everybody, look at that water. So very nice. Hoping someday. Yeah, I got lucky. I was able to do it when I was a lot younger and didn't have nearly as much financial responsibility, so, you know, I got lucky when it came to that. But alright, flaps are going to come fully forward. Let's get the airplane speed up. And we are going to select 5,000 for this flight. Alright, upward and onward. Let's hide our yoke real quick so we can get our heading indicator bug selected. There we go. Now let's get heading mode turned on. Empty plane today. $3,300 feet, 130 knots on the airspeed. I'm gonna turn head tracking off. Here we go. Let's get our VFR map up and make sure we are heading the right direction. Which we are. So I'm just going to make another course correction. Now that we are out over the water and away from the island. I'm here, what the hell? What do you, maybe we can go together someday. I'm here with that. Oh yeah, absolutely. Three watchers, yep, and you know what? I know every single one of you personally. So thank you for being here, whoever is watching. Really appreciate it. Alright, heading back to St. Martin, still climbing up to 5,000 feet. You said no passengers. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry. Of course you guys count. Meaning no passengers in the airplane, which some of the airplanes do have that in the game. The character models just look really creepy though, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's get outside. Yeah, there's no way to tell who's watching, unfortunately. Um, I can see you in here, and that's about it. I know we have one other person, not sure who number 3 is. Doing very well so far on our way back to St. Martin. You see if our little map down here, this is where we are heading to last, everybody. Just about to approach the halfway point. We need to adjust our heading a little bit, so we're going to get back into the cockpit and do that. Holding steady at 5,000 feet. We have viewer number 4 in here with us now. Hello, viewer number 4. Thank you for joining. I'm going to ask everybody, if you haven't already, and I'm going to bring this up again, to please like and share the stream, as well as subscribe and turn on notifications. We have a goal of 25 subscribers by August 1st, and we're currently sitting at 16. We only need 9 more to go, and if we hit that 9 more and hit our 25 subscriber goal, we will be doing a longer haul flight. Be a lot longer of a stream and a much bigger airplane, so please, I'd really like to do that for everybody. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody that has so far. You're absolutely lovely. Can't thank you enough. This is the last leg of our island hopping adventures today. Just going back to St. Martin in our Aerosoft Twin Otter. Absolutely fantastic airplane. The performance is absolutely wonderful. Short takeoff and landings, can stop on a dime. Absolutely fantastic. Hang out in the cockpit here for a little while. Take a look at our map, just make sure we are still doing well, which we are. Get our turn more in here. Fantastic. Hopping back inside real quick as we inch ever so closer to St. Martin. Keep ourselves turning right a few more degrees. Absolutely lovely day for flying. Not a lot of bumps out here over the water. There's the island right there, straight in front of us, right in the center view of where our camera is pointing. That's where we are heading back to, everybody. That is St. Martin. Now, depending on which side of the island you were on, whether it be the Dutch side or the French side, it's spelled differently. I believe the Dutch side is Martin and the French side is Marteen, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool. This landing won't be too challenging. I do plan on flying a 747 into Princess Juliana eventually. 747s did service Princess Juliana up until a few years ago, I believe, maybe longer. And when I was there, the 747s were already out of service. KLM no longer flew them to St. Martin. So, and I was there in about 2017, 2016, so yeah, but I did see an Airbus A340 come in, a couple A321s, so that was really cool to see. The A340 was the biggest airplane that we saw land that day, and it came right over my head, and it was just really, really cool to see. An unforgettable experience, for sure. You start thinking about descending soon? Get our VFR map open. Something didn't go quite right with our flight plan. That was probably a mess up on my behalf. Didn't do something right when I programmed it. So we're just kind of winging it, and we're flying visually, but we're doing pretty well. We need to tell our autopilot to take us down now. We're going to come down to 3,000 to start us off. 3,000 to start us off. There you go. Get us down a slight descent here. We'll come up, we lower the power just a tad to account for our descent rate and adding to our speed. This is such a cool little airplane, man. I love this little thing. Especially now that it's in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I had flown it a whole bunch when I used to play Flight Simulator X, so to see it here in Flight Simulator 2020 in all of its glory is just absolutely really cool. Never been on one of these before, but I have heard that they can be pretty rough rides, and they can be very bumpy. Thank you again to everybody that is joining us on our island hopping adventures today. As mentioned, this is going to be the last one on our way into St. Martin, so sorry to give you that bad news. Just a quick stream today, but we still did go for, we're going to be going for about 2 hours once all is said and done, and once we are ready to land in St. Martin. So thank you everybody again, greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe to the channel so you will be notified whenever I go live. It's supposed to be a nice chill hangout spot for anybody that enjoys this hobby to come and ask questions, chit chat about anything we want. Check our VFR map. Like I said, I don't really ever use this VFR map. It's just something I have pulled up right now just to make it easier to fly around here. That and I kind of messed up programming the flight plan a little bit before. Plus, to see cool scenery that we may haven't seen. Oh, absolutely. That's why I love flying out here as well. It's just a really nice views out here in the tropical area of the Caribbean. Our airport is over here to our right that we will be landing on. See her right there. Just start slowing the airplane down now. Alright, we are going to turn head tracking back on. I'm also going to turn up the volume of the simulator as we come to land in St. Martin on our final landing of the afternoon. Ooh, uh-oh. Stall warning there, we were getting kind of slow. But we came right out of it. Alright, we're going to get the autopilot turned off. We are going to hand fly from here on out. So enjoy the arrival, everybody, into St. Martin. There's our airport right in front of us. And I believe that when we come into land, you should be able to see some people on the beach, which is exactly where I stood when I visited Maho Beach. That's the name of the beach in front of the runway. Maho. Excuse me, everybody. Cannot wait to be over this cold, man. Cannot wait. There's our runway right in front of us. Flaps are gonna come down. Just one notch for now. Doing well, a little bit off on the center line, but we can line ourselves back up, no problem. I'm going to add a little bit more flap in now. See everybody on the beach down there?
100.
Cool.
Fifty. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Not quite center line, but it was good enough. Welcome to St. Martin, everyone. Back where we started. Flaps are going to come full forward. All right. Get off the runway. Get out of the way for any other traffic that might be coming in. See all these other Win Air twin Otters over here? We will not be joining them. There is not enough room, so we're going to be coming to the left over here. Very pretty indeed. All right, landing lights are going to come off for this one. Go in the same parking spot as where we left this morning, which is this first one right in front of us here. It take a little bit of skill to get us in this parking spot. Keep a look at our nose, just make sure we're not going to have any collisions here. Start the turn. All right. Alright, that should be good enough. Put our parking brake on and disconnect our fuel. Welcome to St. Martin, everybody. I would just like to thank everybody once more for joining me today. We're going to come up here, we're going to get our airplane completely shut down. Oops, that's not what I wanted to. We come up here, we are going to get all of our lights off. We get our taxi lights into the off position. We're going to get our pitot heat off. We get our fasten seatbelt signs. We're going to get our flight compartment lights off, our no smoking signs off, position lights off. Ballistics can stay on. Collision lights are going to come off as well. So we can go ahead and get the airplane completely shut down now, which means we're going to come over here. We're going to turn off the battery switch, and our DC master switch comes into the off position. The airplane is fully powered down now. Let's step on out. And let's get everybody else off the airplane. Alright, that's going to do it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you to all who came in and joined. Really appreciate everybody hanging out with me on our little island hopping journey through St. Martin. The scheduled live stream is on for tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, we'll be in a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo, doing a couple short hops in Florida, just Fort Lauderdale to Tampa, and then Tampa back to Fort Lauderdale. Looking at about like 40 minutes each flight on that one, so it'll be about a 2 hour and 45-minute stream tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing everybody there. Again, if you haven't already and you're watching and you are new here, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Trying to grow to 25 subscribers by August 1st. We still have some time to meet that goal, so please tell everybody about the stream if you think somebody would like it, and share it on your social media channels if you'd like to. I'm not going to force anybody. But thank you again for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you all tomorrow afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and the rest of your weekend, and have a great Monday morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.